Good morning. Today is a regular meeting of Commissioners Court. It's Wednesday, January 23rd. It's 9 a.m. We are at the location of 114 West Buffington Avenue in Anderson, Texas. We're going to ask Charles Tompkins from Salem House of Blessings in Navasota, if you would, kind sir, to lead our invocation. Would you remain standing for our pledge to the U.S. and to the Texas flag?
Let us pray. Father God, we come, first of all, thank you for the nice, cold weather that we're having.
Amen.
We thank you, Father, for this court. Thank you for the commissioners, the job that they're doing. We thank you for all the lawyers that is representing here, Father. And we ask you, Father, as they preside, give them wisdom to preside over every case that come before this court, knowing, Father, that you put laws into action to regulate behavior. And we thank you that you still sit high and you look low, and you control all things in your hands. So we ask your blessings now with everything that goes on here today. In Jesus' mighty and precious name, amen.
Amen. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. Thank you. Would you be seated, please? Agenda item number 2 is we ask for any public comments at this time. If you have a public comment, would you come to the podium, please? Identify yourself and limit your comments to no more than 2 minutes.
If there are none, I have 2 announcements I need to make.
Well, then,
this weekend
please.
is the Grimes County Area Go Texan Cook-Off to promote the Houston Livestock Show. I encourage each of you to come out. We give out about $60,000 worth of scholarships to area students throughout the Grimes County, and all the money that we raise is used in the county. Secondly, 2 weeks ago, Donnie McNally and I met with Anderson Shiro School District and Blinn College to try to bring some technical classes to Anderson High School, and the superintendent has agreed to look at putting in place for next year a certified welding program for juniors and seniors and a CNA program for certified nurse assistants. These will give graduating seniors the opportunity to go to work and get a well-paid job right out of high school. It's something that's very desperately needed in our county, because we have companies that are looking for welders right now. I know there's one company that's looking for 4 welders and they can't find them, and these guys can make a lot of money welding. So looking forward to that happening.
Commissioner, can you go back to your Go Texan, and do you know what your hours are Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
We start Friday at about 4 o'clock. We have a dance Friday night with Jeff Woolsey. Saturday we have all kinds of activities, Bloody Mary contest, chili contest, and then Sunday we judge the barbecue at 10 o'clock and 1 o'clock. Saturday night we also have a dance with I don't remember the name of the band Saturday night, but we have a full weekend of activities.
Okay, thank you, sir. Are there any other announcements? And finally, if there are no other announcements, we will go to consent agenda items number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. We'll be considering and take action to approve the treasurer's list of claims and bills, consider and take action to approve payroll, approve monthly report submitted by the county treasurer for December 2018, and authorization advertisement of affidavit of same in accordance with local government code 114.026. That's attachment number 5. And approve minutes of previous commissioners court meetings. Special meeting on December 19, 2018 at 9 a.m. Public hearing on December 26, 2018 at 8:30 a.m. Public hearing on December 26, 2018 at 8:45 a.m., regular meeting on December 26, 2018 at 9 a.m., special meeting on January 1, 2019 at 10 a.m., and special meeting on January 2, 2019 at 9 a.m. The attachments are attached.
Also number 7.
Yeah.
Did I skip that? Let me see. And number 7, consider and take action to approve budget amendments or line item transfers, and those are listed before us on the agenda. Thank you, Commissioner. Bless you.
There's no just further discussion. I move to approve consent agenda items 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Second.
There's a motion before the court to approve consent agenda items number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, and number 7 by Commissioner Mallett, seconded by Commissioner Dobianski. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We will now go to agenda item number 8. Commissioner Dobianski, consider and recognize the following Grimes County employee for years of service. Catherine Lee, 25 years of service. I saw her.
She's here.
She's here. Ms. Lee, would you come forward, Commissioner? You stand in front of me, I'm going to photobomb your picture.
Thank you. And as working as liaison with you for the last 6 years, I want to say you have been a godsend to Grimes County.
Amen.
And we appreciate your service. You served in so many areas, and we're grateful for it. Thank you. And her staff is here, and she has an equally awesome staff. Yes, I do.
Congratulations, Kat.
And to the support team back there, thank you all. Thank you, Commissioners. We'll move to agenda item number 9, Texas A&M AgriLife County Extension Agent Alan Holman, quarterly interpretation event. Morning, Alan.
Morning, how y'all?
Doing well.
Morning. How
Tell
are
us the
you
good
all?
news.
Good news is we're still behind, so we got plenty to do.
Well, I like your attitude.
This is a quarterly interpretation event of what we have done in 2018 and what we're going to be doing the next few months in extension. But before we go over that, because I'm so far behind, we have a new intern has started with us this past Monday, Miss Megan. We're going to let her just kind of tell you who she is and how
Excellent.
she's going to get us in line at the office.
All right.
My name is Megan Schumann. I'm originally from Goldthwaite, Texas. I do graduate from A&M in May, so this is my last hurrah before I go into the big world.
Thank you, Megan.
Well, you'll find Grimes County is a great hoorah.
And that's my turn. Just hoping you'd go a little longer, sir. All right, so what we did was we put together a folder for you. In that folder, we've got what we put together, our quarterly interpretation, and then on the second side is kind of the two major critical eras that extension is addressing across the state. We have just a little small write-up that talks about what we did in 2018, how we came about planning our programs for 2019, and then the immediate ones for the next two and a half months. I'll be doing a lot of 4-H coming up. The next couple months we've got county competitions. We've got a county roundup coming up on February 23rd with the kids. It's a bunch of opportunities, different competitions that they've signed up for that we'll be letting them do. We've got an district archery contest this weekend. We've got a few in Grimes County that'll be at that deal. So we'll be in Somerville watching them shoot bow and arrows. That'll be kind of cool. Also, we've got a small landowner series coming up. That's a joint effort between Grimes County and Waller County to new landowners that buy property and say, hey, what can I do to be most efficient on my property? So it's a workshop series that will go on for 3-4 months, and we will just hit different topics in terms of how to manage all the water we've gotten here lately, how to properly stock, whether you have 20 acres or 30 acres, proper stocking rates for your livestock on there. Just different questions that we get at the office we'll be addressing at these programs. Also on this, we put on the back, which we will do next interpretation event of the programs we're talking about doing. We'll have pictures, and pictures are worth 1,000 words is what Mom says. So we have kind of the highlights from 2018 that we did. We will highlight the next few months when we come back for our second interpretation event for y'all as well. I'm going to let Miss Carla talk a little bit about her program.
Hello. Good morning. Okay, so 3 programs I'm going to be focused on for the next couple of months. I'm going to be doing a passenger safety program, and I'm going to be doing that once a month where we actually do safety seat checks. So anybody who need their car seats installed right, you can come to the office. And I also have another technician. And then if the car seat is old or you don't know the history of it, we are able to give you a new car seat. So if you know anybody who needs a car seat or a car seat check, I'll be doing it at the office once a month.
What is the age requirement on car seats now? Car seats?
As far as
How
like booster seats?
Kids have to be in car seats until what age?
Well, the booster seats go up until the age of, depends on how many pounds, like 45, 50 pounds.
Okay.
So, yeah. And
Okay.
we'll have booster seats also.
Gotcha.
And then another program I'll be doing with the kids is called Choose Health, Food, Fun, and Fitness. And it's going to be a 6-city workshop where I'll be teaching about active living, learning, and how to live a healthy lifestyle. And with that one, I also do food demonstrations and food challenges. So I let the kids do a food challenge amongst themselves. And then another one I'll be doing is called VITA. It's a volunteer income tax assistance program, and I'll do that once a week while I help individuals prepare taxes, but it's only $54,000 and under. So I'll be doing that either once or twice a month. So if you need any assistance, you can just call the office and I'll be there.
Well, thank you.
Question for you. You said you'll do that once or twice a month. You'll assist citizens who earn
Twice a week.
Twice a week.
Once or twice a week, yes.
Who earn less than $54,000. You can help them with their income tax.
Yes, and also submit it.
And submit it.
And submit it, yes.
Okay, that's good news.
And so those are the 3 things I'll be focusing on for the next 2 months.
All right.
With these programs, we will be meeting with our program area committees throughout the county and determining critical needs that arise in the county throughout the year. And that's how we will be putting these programs together. At the end of the programs, depending on the type of programs, we'll be doing surveys and taking statistical data, so to speak, so that we can determine growth in Grimes County through the year 2019 is our goal. So we're trying to stay busy. We're way behind, so there's always something to do. So this is just the first of a few interpretation events we'd like to present to y'all quarterly to keep y'all updated with what we're doing.
We
But
appreciate
thank
it.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's all we got.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. We'll move to agenda item number 10, 11, and 12. That would be our road and bridge engineer, Harry Walker. Agenda item number 10, consideration and possible approval of the second renewal of the special road use and indemnity agreement for Troy Construction Enterprise Pipeline C Attachment 10. Mr. Walker.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
This is a renewal of Troy Construction's road use agreement. Troy is the contractor building the Enterprise Pipeline. They have actually advised me that they will be putting that line in service in the next week or 2, but they will still be on site for several more months doing restoration of the property. Obviously, they haven't been able to get in and be much work in the pastures as wet as it's been. So they did go ahead and ask for a renewal, and we're recommending that that be approved at this time.
Okay. Is this the same pipeline a lot of people ask me about that's crossing 90?
No.
This is not it.
One on the north end.
This is north?
It comes in to the county at the northwest side of the river around County Road 106, and it leaves on the Walker County side right at Highway 30.
At Highway 30?
Yeah.
Okay.
Enterprise started previously. The one you're referring to is Magellan that runs down through the middle of the
Okay,
county.
that's Magellan. Okay.
And just as a side note, I also have had a meeting with another pipeline company who's looking to build another pipeline along Enterprise's route next year. So that corridor is gonna grow also.
I move to approve the second renewal of the special road use and indemnity agreement for Troy Construction.
Second.
There's a motion before the court on agenda item number 10 by Commissioner Mallett, seconded by Commissioner Dobianski. Is there any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Agenda item number 11. Consideration and possible approval of communication line installation permits for Fiber Light LLC at the following locations: Magnolia Street in Bedize, CR 155 in Singleton, CR 164, 108, and 166 in Iola. And we have attachment number 11 to share. Mr. Walker.
We have set this up as 3 separate permits. It's all for Fiber Light LLC, who installing fiber optic lines, which I believe this project is all directed towards the new fiber hut we're putting in Bedize at the new tower. Fiber Light has multiple roads that they're working on. They've come in for permits at these different locations. This will all be underground. They'll bore the crossings, so we don't see any issues with this. They also have companion permits from TxDOT to connect up these alignments.
I move to approve the communication line installation permits for Fiber Light LLC for the Magnolia Street, County Road 155, County Road 164, County Road 108, and County Road 166.
Second.
There's a motion before the court on agenda item number 11 by Commissioner Mallett, seconded by Commissioner Walker. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Agenda item number 12, consideration and possible approval of an interlocal agreement with the City of Todd Mission, including road maintenance activities, attachment number 12. Mr. Walker.
The City of Todd Mission approached us a couple months ago and asked about bringing a number of the city streets under an interlocal agreement for road maintenance. Previously, the county has had an interlocal agreement with Todd Mission that covered law enforcement and those type of activities, but was limited to only County Road 302, did not include the other city streets. I've met with Neil Wendley. We went and looked at their roads and discussed what needed to be done. I see no reason not to recommend approval of this. It's the same language in the interlocal agreement that we used recently with Plantersville. It will allow Road and Bridge to do maintenance on the public streets within the city when requested and when the costs for that work are approved by the city. So it'll be the same basis as the other towns that we work with. They have some roads that have some significant needs that we're not going to be able to handle ourselves, but as far as routine maintenance, we should be able to help them out. This also includes the same language that we've had previously for law enforcement and 911 services. So
and I believe it's a 5-year, 5-year term with the agreement.
Of course, Mr. Foltz has had the opportunity to review these agreements.
They provided the draft agreement that was used in preparing this, and the city has already taken action and approved the agreement. So if y'all approve it, the transaction will be complete.
And you don't see that to be a cost burden on the county, do you? Or do you?
It's not a tremendous burden. The way we have handled the road maintenance for the towns is we ask them to pay for the materials
Right.
used in the maintenance, and the county provides the labor and equipment.
Right.
So we're not expending any additional funds. We are adding some burden to the crews as far as their workload, but that's, again, that's the same arrangement we have with all the other
Right.
towns. So,
And through proper scheduling, it doesn't have that much impact on
right.
everything else.
We schedule things as fits our schedules. Truth be known, we take priority for the county roads and the city streets, kind of, fill in the gaps when things slow down. But it seems to work out pretty well. And the fact that we're asking them to pay for part of the cost of this, nobody is abusing
Right.
the privilege. As long as they've got some skin in the game, they're reasonable in their request. I think Todd Mission will be the same way.
About how many what square footage area are we talking about?
Do you know, Neil?
Paved roads less than a mile,
About how many?
less than a square mile.
Less than a square mile? Okay.
Yeah, it's not a real large area.
Okay.
This does not include the road network within the Renaissance Festival property. These are the public streets.
Yeah.
Basically, what we're adding are the roads on the east side of 1774 in that Milk Creek area.
That area could use some help,
There are some roads in there that need a lot of help.
especially for emergency responders and so forth.
And I think the town will be getting some FEMA funds to help out with some of the heavier construction in there also.
Not disparaging Todd Mission, just stating a fact.
If there are no further questions or discussions, then I'd like to make the motion that we approve the interlocal agreement with the City of Todd Mission, including road maintenance activities.
Second motion.
There's a motion before the court on agenda item number 12 by Commissioner Walker, a second by Commissioner Dobianski. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Road and Bridge report.
We're continuing to do what we can, dealing with the wet weather conditions. We've done quite a few culvert replacements. We did complete the mailbox pad on County Road 202, where we're helping out there. We've done some bridge repairs, County Road 107, and we've been hauling and spreading rock when it's dry enough, when we can get dry rock, and when the road conditions are dry enough that it doesn't just make a muddy mess. Trying to keep the roads graded, a little bit of a challenge this time of year. Elsewhere, we're continuing to work with FEMA. One of the budget amendments you just approved was a check for $119,000 from FEMA, which represents the first payment we've gotten for Hurricane Harvey. And that basically covers the damages in Precinct 1. We package the projects up by precinct, and they're processing one at a time, so we're hoping that we'll have additional checks coming related to Hurricane Harvey in the near future. Elsewhere, we are also working with the General Land Office on another grant opportunity. Also related, this is a grant related to Hurricane Harvey, where FEMA checks are refunds for damages. We're trying to work through that. That'll be an ongoing process. But there's gonna be some issues. That's not that particular grant, includes both infrastructure and the buyout
Buyouts,
program.
yeah.
So there's some different aspects to that one than what we dealt with before. So
Based on your discussion with GLO, are you pretty comfortable we got that straightened out?
I think we're headed in the right direction. We had a conference call with BVCOG and some of the other counties yesterday afternoon. Dave Lilly and I participated in that. All of the counties are having the same basic issue with the GLO, and so we're starting to work as a group to try and bring that to a resolution to make things a little more efficient and get some clarification on how the funds are actually going to be distributed.
Okay, because we'd gotten the approval letter from Commissioner Bush, and then we get the letter from one of his underlings, and no.
Well, they did confirm that the amount of funds listed in the approval letter from the commissioner are correct.
Good, okay.
The main issue now is how the funds will be distributed where entities choose not to pursue a project, what happens with that money. And also, we're trying to orchestrate it so that we can bring the towns all under the county's umbrella and have one set of consultants to administer the program and create some efficiency there. I think we'll eventually be able to work through that and get a satisfactory resolution, but it's going to take some more discussions.
Okay.
BVCOG has actually set up a weekly conference call now to continue to work on these issues, so we're trying to move it forward that way.
Well, I'm privileged to be copied on the email chain, and I just want to publicly thank you for your professional approach to this situation and your rapid response to their request and keeping them on the front line of this, because we both know how important it is for us to receive those funds and don't want them to step backwards on it.
It's unfortunate that every disaster, the program is a little different. They change the rules and the operating procedures, and it just creates some confusion that unfortunately you got to work through and try and get everybody on the same page. So, but I think we're headed in the right direction.
Again, appreciate your efforts on it.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Thank you, sir. We'll now go to agenda item number 13, discuss and take action to approve a replacement trainee for the Grimes County Elections Administrator position. Before we go into that, Ms. Duff, have you submitted your letter to HR?
No, sir. She's out today.
Okay.
And I want to make sure what day I'm supposed to be exiting, so as soon as I finish my research, I will get it to you.
Okay, and do you think that'll be done before next Commissioners Court?
When's next Commissioner's Court?
Next Wednesday?
I'll be in Paris, I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, if you have your letter submitted,
yes, sir.
we can still move forward, and that's,
I would rather be
I'm sorry?
I just hate to be gone. I can cancel my trip.
No.
I don't want to be gone while this is being done. I'd rather not, yes.
Okay.
May I do it when I come back on the 1st of February? I
Sure.
will have it. Yes,
Sure.
sir.
Sure.
Would that be agreeable?
Sure.
Yes, sir.
And Ms. Wagner, if you'll have it scheduled for the first Commissioners Court after her return.
Please.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Then we will table number 13 for the time being. Court, okay? Number 14, consider and take action regarding the burn ban and authorize the county judge as signatory. You want to talk about this for a while, or? Probably not. No action at this time. Number 15, receive any updates on the strategic plan. I would ask that if you don't mind, hold those for our workshop. Agreed? All right. Brings us to agenda item number 16. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Move we adjourn.
A second.
There's a motion before the court on agenda item number 16 by Commissioner Dobianski, seconded by Commissioner Walker. Is there any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. We are adjourned.